Thank you. Let's hope... maybe that'll fix that. Ugh. Let's not die a third time, please. I have my fan running at 50%. CPU temperatures 32 degrees Celsius. So what caused the crash? Is that the one we just generated? Yeah. What? Why are we dropping so many frames all of a sudden? What is happening? Causing the issues, though. Of course, when I want to do something extra fun, I have technical difficulties out the wazoo. My end doesn't show that anything's dropping. I actually forced, a healed gamble is all the better. What are you talking about? How did you get your Battle Master to 700 HP? A mix of my, my items for my accessories, important orbs, level, and yeah, accessories and orbs, mainly. I almost have the fully upgraded Dragonheart. I have several other accessories that have bonus HP, and more. Temperature is still at 32%, so I have no idea what caused that the last two crashes, and I'm mad about it. I'm super mad about it. What a horrible place for Cyclonus to be. Oh, we're on Mother Child Island. Funky. Alright, you gonna crash again, or are we okay? I think we're okay. The big problem is it does not save, this video when it crashes, so I don't get a chance to look at, It can't be the temperature. It can't be. The fan... I panicked there when that stuttered. Alright, well, I guess we're starting a new run, though, because, Fat ripped that save data. My mic is on, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, but, Saluna, it's all about the accessories. Accessories and orbs, they're your best friends. And there's a new HP accessory that either just came out or is still coming out. I don't know what it is. That's the issue. Like, it's not the CPU temperature. Fiore's Pearl, Hook Shot, and a Golden Feather. So Hook Shot is 500, and Fiore's... Oh. Well, we have the Hook Shot now. I don't know what it is. I honestly don't know what's causing it. I have no bloody idea. Doc, what are you doing over there? What are you doing? What are you doing? I wonder if... They showed a new one that's upgraded Dragonheart. Yeah. I asked because Draga asked. He could have just asked me. But, yeah, it's accessories. The main stick is accessories. I fused the Dragon Heart all the way to perfect and fused it, or Dragon Eye to perfect, fused it into the Dragon Heart into perfect. Actually, my Dragon Heart isn't quite done yet, so I could actually have more HP than I do. Then I've got the HP orb on. What else do I have? I think I got a random skill on one of my pieces of equipment that has a little bit more HP. I think it might be my rosary. My gold rosary, I think I have HP on it rather than attack up. Alright, when we land on Windfall, I'm going to take a short break. I know we just came back, but I need to probably take the dog out. Hopefully, the computer doesn't crash while I step away. It'll be a neat test, I suppose. Alright, we're gonna be right back. your problem to fix. Okay. Here we go again. Oh. I don't like this angle with the flowers.
Huh? Yeah! Yeah! Woo!
My whole computer crashed like it had been right after the upgrade. And I'm not sure what caused it, and I'm mad about it. Okay. Yeah. I'm assuming maybe... I don't know. I've got stuff running in the background now to double check to make sure that the CPU temperature stays low. And I've also increased the amount of power my computer is currently allowed to pull. I'm wondering if I just bumped the power cable weird because it's kind of sticking out under here.
Yay! Oh,
If it crashes again, I may call Wingnut and see about reapplying the thermal paste a third time because I'm a stupid dummy. All right, anyway, neat. We aren't locked out of a chest in Dragon Roost. Ooh. Okay. Start again. Here we go. I just went in a giant circle. Yep. I more or less have this thing memorized by now, but it's still... And boop. Nope. One more hallway. Ooh, it's gonna be one of those seeds. I can feel it. Alright, no scream sound effects are weird, dude. Huh. I'll have to see what that's about later. People keep messaging me. Okay, so every last 3 runs I've done, I have realized we have forgotten an item on this island, and that's Maggie's letter, or at least what's supposed to be Maggie's letter. So that's a free item we keep forgetting to grab, and that should hopefully help us. So gotta remember to grab that. Audio stopped for a second. I immediately tabbed back in. What? What'd you do? Oh, first try. Oh, baby. Ugh. I don't know. Huh. Oh, yeah, this is definitely one of those runs. He's mocking us. It's Tingle. Tingle's been crashing the PC with his magic spandex powers. This needs to be open. I keep putting my mouse on the screen because I'm too lazy to go back in the settings and turn it back off. Ugh. Yeah, watch it be the Tingle Tuner. Oh, neato. Oh, something about six-person PvP in Dragon Quest. What? 6v6? She stayed there a long time. Dang. That's too many people on one map. How do you even get that many people in one... Ugh. Look at this guy. Hey, oh, did she see me? Nope, okay. How's it going, Dylan? Weaponsmiths are gonna have a field day. They are, though. A storage upgrade. Ooh. Like, are we talking like a full another page of storage, or are they just redoing the whole system? I'm doing fantastic. Got my own Wind Waker custom skin running, which is great. Oh, okay, she got ahead of us. Let's go. Who are you? An ally of justice. Give me something stupid. Ah. More armor and item slots in general, so at least one more page of storage. That's fantastic, though. Honestly, like, that's my biggest thing with MMOs that I don't like, is we're gonna make this arbitrarily more annoying by limiting your storage for literally no reason. Other than, okay, I suppose when they're saving your data on a server, that is a decent reason. But I rest my case. Looking at 14. Okay, so we got Deku Leaf, so we can go ahead and start. Took 3 expansions. Adding a Cactar pet. Nice. That's already on. I turned miscellaneous off, so Beetle's not gonna have anything stupid this time. Ugh. To Dragon Roost we go, while I read things. What are you up to, Dylan? Were you streaming just now, or no? Let's not forget to swing by our spelunking bros. Ugh, I don't know what oh, goody! This is another Tower of the Gods run, I can feel it. So that's Din and Nairu's? It is. We don't have the melodies this time. And I'm pretty sure you can trigger the getting the letter from What's-His-Bucket's father simply by entering Dragon Roost. I can hear them fans going because I have them running at a faster speed just to make sure it's not the CPU temperature and not some weird hardware flaw. Ow. Okay, free item, let's go. Stinker dog, you have a bed. Use it. Don't look so depressed while you're sitting on the floor. Sit in your bed. Triforce chart. Useless to me. I did start with all 8, right? Yeah. Got it. But the a long story, the TLDR. Why do I always forget what TLDR stands for? DQX thing is a lot of upgrades and a hefty roadmap from 6.0 to 6.1. Hefty how? Like, what do you mean by hefty roadmap for a single upgrade or a single update? Like, are they not planning to do the 6.1 update for several months? Like, okay, I know sometimes it's a month or two, but if it's longer than that, that's gonna suck. Events per month. Huh. But we won't be waiting too long for 6.1, you think? At least I would hope not. And that 5.5 wait was awful. March-ish, it seems. Oof. Fat oof. Let's see. November, December, January, February, March. Okay, that's not too bad, but that's still woof. Yep, there we go. Can't have 2 perfects. Oh well. Since there's no way in heck I'm finishing the alt run before version 6 comes out, That gives me more than enough time to finish it after I finish 6.0. More than enough time. And then I'll be out of Dragon Quest X content to stream, except for... No, I'll still have some side quests and stuff. I just gotta find the big, long, meaty side quests and do those on stream. Ah. Easy. Okay, so let's not forget we know where the hook shot is. It is in Beetle's thing. Oh, as well as... did he have the other pearl there? I think he had the other pearl there, too. Ugh, so it's another we need a buttload of rupees run. At least 1,800 rupees. More than that, actually, because one of those items is 950. Either way, we got a good 500 rupee head start. Kill still can't spawn enemies. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Is everything else showing up like normal, though, or did that break? Did I not hit start? What do we get? Well, rupees aren't going to be a problem, I guess. I'll take that. Skidoosh. So far, so good. Yeah, nope. Ooh, I never get that on the first try. Wait, did I not randomize enemy colors? I swear some things unclick even when I click them. It's kind of a bummer. See, are you normal? No, you're not normal. I don't think that's your normal color, so we just got bad luck. The chews are like normal. That's funny. Yeah, how'd I know? Yep, okay. Skadoosh. Yep. Did he always hop up those? I swear those were ledges he had to, like, climb up. I think I've just done the backflip over them for so long, I legit forgot that they behave that way. Useless. Yeah. Ugh. All right. Well, we are not completely dead-ended yet. Aha, you missed. We're not completely dead-ended yet. Because, one, there's this item here, which could be a key, and even if it's not, we can get into certain areas we normally would not be able to due to the Deku Leaf. Oh. Alright, well, we are able to get into areas we would not normally be able to. Again, because Deku Leaf. Okay. Actually, wait. This doesn't get us anywhere, does it? Because we need the grappling hook. Yeah, why do I always think I can get somewhere from this? Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go to, Forest Haven, because words are hard. This should also, because we were in the cavern on the randomizer, should trigger a letter in the mailbox. So that should be another free item. Good. Good. Give in to the RNG. Let it consume you. Let it take up the residence inside of you. Is my camera all funky? No? I think something happened to her. I'm just gonna stand here, though. It's not of my concern. realized I should probably... I forget how you get him up there. Do I just talk to him and then go to the male dudes up top? I think so. Because that's a letter for us later if we get him there. Okay, I guess we're doing this. I think you're required for at least 20. Okay, 1 rupee for every 2 letters. That comes to a grand total of 11 rupees. Alright, I think that's actually all you're supposed to do in order to get him up there. Ow. Questions for later. We'll be back. What are you oofing at now, Draco? Ah. Only to V2. Ah. I was right. I was right. Oh my goodness, I was right. Oh, there's another single statue in there. I don't think we need another one of those. Oh. Oh. That's actually kind of cool. Also, I feel like that means we're not getting offline either. Unless they localize everything. Well, we did know that offline was basically an advertisement for online, so... yeah, that is pretty cool. I wonder if it'll give you a small boost as well. Like, maybe some accessories and stuff are easier to get in offline, so you can, like, get them there. It's literally a trial version, but the trial you have to buy. I don't think it's an issue, Draco. Again, if they add stuff like party chat and stuff to it, and being able to have those other characters in your party is just such a different experience. It's, in my opinion, it's worth it. That said, I can honestly see if they bring, like, that West as them using that of, if we want online in the West, offline has to sell well. And then you can play the rest of the experience. I can see that happening. Since it has the save data transfer and everything. Oh, I do think so, True Blue. But again, if it has that save data transfer, I can legitimately see that, as that's what happens. Also, True Blue, would you be so kind as to give me a big old jump again at the same spot as last time? Because I don't have a grappling hook. Just right here, if at all possible. My good man. Oh, the eyebrows are even messed up in here. I got that new model that fixes that. I should, probably change that at some point. Five coins short. I wonder, where'd my mouse go? Haha. Haha. Did you just get those coins back? To support the possible online? Yeah, do that, please. Did you get those coins? I tried to refund some old ones. Because I honestly don't care. I'd buy bits, but I'm kind of spent for this month. I mean, I wouldn't ask you to anyway. Channel points support a good bit. As much as I would also love to say, yeah, totally, go for those bits. Like, don't spend your money on me. That was not a jump, True Blue. It was probably Saluna. Oh, it was Wingnut? Where did you come from? There it is. Haha. Oh, it's a heart piece. No, it wasn't you. I was just expecting it to be you. Yeah, that was... I know you're here, Wingnut! Comes in here, blows me up, and leaves. I believe it. Ugh. It's actually hilarious. I could have sworn the Wind Waker map didn't default to on, like the mini-map, but that sucker keeps coming back. Okay, so... I am not expecting us to get very far in this dungeon, because we don't have grappling hook. And unlike the last run, where we lost everything because crash, on that note, we don't have bow either. We do know where the hook shot is, and I think he said Fiore's Pearl was in there too. So, we have access to the Tower of the Gods. Did we talk to Diver Bros on this run? I can't remember if we talked to the Diver Bros on this run. Where are these flying turds? Oh, I'm gonna run right into these. Yep. Oh! At least it starts us here. Ow. What a horrible way to die. And a great time to press X for me. Let's not. No. Not like this. Not like this. So worth the $2. clip it, it'll last you longer. Really? Jeez. There we go. Oh! Phenomenal. Oh, that one I did to myself. And it still hasn't notified. It was a resub, so it doesn't notify sometimes. I also think some of my settings reset again, which is vaguely annoying, so I'm gonna have to go in there and change those. Because they like to do that every time that, Streamlabs updates. I have a feeling I'm gonna have that B button pressed again. Nope, we made it this time. Click, clack. Skadoosh. Oh, completely useless. Fantastic. Alright, and we don't have a shortcut for this door, so we get to do it the old-fashioned way. With a big old nut. Ooh, walk super fast. Oh, small and fast. Speed. Ah! It's that one. My bad. Go back. You little baby boobop. I was as tiny as Zancrone. Oh, and now I'm squished. Looks so funny. Small, squishly. Whoop. Looks off for so many reasons. Does not get old. Phenomenal. We'll just let him live, I guess. Rupees. If I saw something like that crawling along the floor, I would scream. What, a squished man? Crash Bandicoot after death by crushing? Oh, I'm better than that. Ugh. Oh, okay, that works. Haven't had one of those in a while. Boop. Ah, having to do this the old-fashioned way. Can I bottle you? Of course not, that'd be stupid. That doesn't do damage unless it's energy orbs. These eyebrows are gonna look funny in this entire dungeon. Literally, that has been fixed. I should have just installed the fixed version. Come hither, orb. I require thy assistance. And this is not Breath of the Wild, so, like, you don't roll away from me. I love that Gadabout can put in 0 effort and just do 2k damage. Hello, 991? You mean 911? There's a squished man screaming and running around my basement. What should I do? Do I open the door and wish he'd leave? Ayo. Ow. Don't need that eyeball open. It's all weird and yellow. Oh, I hit that. Ah. Got him. All right, we're about to dead end this already. Because we can't go to the room downstairs without Boomerang. Oh, okay, we literally dead ended this already. Yeah, because we don't have grappling hook. Don't have anything to open that. What else do we have access to? We do not have iron boots on this run. That was the last run where the computer crashed. Oh wait, I can get into that chest down there. Hold on. I'm a dummy. We have access to at least one more treasure chest. All we need is a little fire. Talk softly and carry a big stick. I missed. All right. Okay, there is one more chest in here, but that one we can't open without bombs or the boomerang. Logically, the boomerang, you wouldn't have bombs yet. Oh, shh. Hey, come on. Come on. There you go. What do we have access to? There's the chest up there. We need boomerang or bombs. Oh, I didn't go into the dungeon warp. My bad. Now we have to come back here the long way. Saving here should put me at the front of the island. What other free key items do we have access, or free items do we have access to? Oh, right, that other pearl. I believe that's in Beetle's ship. Oh, we also haven't, because I always forget. Watch this fix our problem. Nope. We also didn't go to either fairy fountain yet, did we? Of the two we have access to. Of the one we have access to. Did we? Did we go to Northern Fairy Island? Does anybody remember? We've done 2 runs today, so I'm getting them mixed up. Yeah, no, I believe this run started on Mother Child Island, so I think we went right to it, didn't we? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did go into this one. Yep. Okay, where was I going? Rock Spire Island. I want that hook shot, obviously.
Thank you.
But I think the pearl is going to be immediately more beneficial to us because it opens up... Oh, wait, I don't have bumps. I never claimed to be smart, but we don't have the iron boots or the hammer, so we can't get into where the hook shot benefits us anyway. Oh wait, the Master Sword is also a free pickup. Why do I always forget these things exist? Alright, we have 4 hearts and a dream. Let's go kill some Dark Nuts. All your coins on what? Did I miss something? What happened? Did you try to redeem something? Protecto queued cursed link. Oh, okay. That'll probably trigger in a minute then. Since it is apparently queued. It says it's queued, so it'll probably... It probably just doesn't work in here. Ugh. Wow, I'm doing very poorly. I think that's the first time I've died. No, I've died once on this run, and it was to the same area. Because I got flying kicked. Tiny baby man fights Dark Nuts. Did you queue Small Link? I don't think they work in here. They should really come with descriptions of where those can and can't be used. Okay, that works. So I think as soon as I hit the surface, I'm gonna get cursed. And then I get small. Oh, that one worked. Well, if the curse doesn't work, I can just refund the coins, luckily. Made you unable to walk forward. A lot of good that does me when I'm not walking. Cabana. Cabana deed. We don't have hammer. Into... Oh, that seagull's stuck. Let's go into the Tower of the Gods. Do what we can in there. Huh. Yeah, whenever that curse link goes through, Draco, if it doesn't and it lets me refund it, I guess I will, but... It distorts the model. All it does is make your eyes spin. Oh, I can't do anything in here. I don't have bombs. I can't get a single chest. Where have we not gone? It's, well, it works on the other ones, so I don't think that's the case, Draco. It's not because of the model, I guarantee it. And then it closes. Woo. Believe me, things like the squishing and the other things do more to distort the model than cursing does. It is definitely not because of the model. Come on, we need like one treasure chest. We just need the right treasure chest. Almost. There's got to be at least one chest we can access in here. I haven't gotten any key items but the deck you leave. I also don't have the command melody, so I don't need it till the upper floors, but I don't know how far I can get. I mean, I literally can't go past this first room without bombs, so... Ooh. Yow. Ugh. Just drop an eyelash into the face. Why not? Oh. That was pain. Ugh. No! Whoa. Man. Whoops. Okay, come on. It's gotta be bombs or something. Bombs, grappling hook, something that moves us forward. None of the above. Oh, wooden weapon. Didn't help me. Well, I'm stumped. What do we have access to? We can't get through there. We can't get in there. Hyrule does nothing for us. Great Fairies, dungeons. That I can access? I can't remember if there's two that are just open from the start. I want to say maybe Southern is. No, Southern's the one with the gate. Ooh, mail. Have you come to save us, mailbox? In our time of need? In our time of need, the mailbox will arrive. Ho ho! Wait. This doesn't entirely fix our problem. Let's see. Did I not do, I didn't do that Forest Haven warp and I wasn't thinking. So, what does this grant us access to? I gotta get back into the Forest Haven, because I don't think I activated the dungeon warp, because I'm a dingus. Trying to fit into the mailbox. Oh, you haven't seen the Mailman mod, have you? Where they just made the mailbox a playable character. It's majestic. Okay, yeah. This is what I get for not activating that teleport. How am I getting back in there? else do I have access to? So Boomerang doesn't open anything in Tower of the Gods. Big Octo! We have Boomerang! There's one more Great Fairy we do now have access to. We can also still check if there is any other Great Fairies. Because I swear there were 2 Great Fairy Islands that were open, but I don't remember. But there is at least one Great Fairy that's behind a Big Octo, which we do have access to now. We also did get the Cabana Deed, but I don't think there's any treasure chests we can get in there without the hammer. Why on earth did I warp here and not just like the Southern Fairy Island, which I'm pretty sure is much closer? Yeah. What's the other open fairy fountain? That one has a rock in front of it. This one has the wood. It's not Eastern. It's not Thorned. It's not Western, because that's the one with the fire, I think. Yeah, I'm stumped. Unless we get something kooky from this Great Fairy, I don't know. Sir grappling hook, please. No, it's not. So here's the thing. There's gotta be a way. The run is not dead. There's something I'm missing. A key item I'm forgetting I have access to. We checked the Master Sword. And we still have access to some new chests in the Forest Haven because I got the... Not in Wind Waker, unfortunately. There isn't a Link to the Past. So that one I can't get into. Private Oasis. Let's go there. I don't think there's a chest in that top floor, and we can't even get to the bottom one right now. Is there any way I can reach those with the boomerang? I wonder. I don't think I could target them from underneath. And Beetle still has the hook shot. What can we do with the hook shot? What does that do for us? And we obviously haven't... if the part-time dude hasn't gotten in yet, then... Oh, wait. Wait. I did think of some other avenues we have. Okay. So we gotta go heal Grandma, because then Grandma will send us mail. So Mailman could come to our rescue again. So we'll need a ferry. Yeah, there's no separate treasure chest in here. Phooey. And I can't get up here without, I think I can actually use hookshot in here, but once again, we don't have that. Okay, so, let's go get a ferry. That's just a full loop of rupees. Boat? Where is my boat? We must heal the grandma. Not only will this get us a free infinite supply of soup, but it will also get us something in the mail. More soup in the mail. There was no key item, it's just more soup. Oh, yeah. Okay. It may be a little bit, but we should get mail. How do we get you up there? I never remember. Because getting that guy up there will also get us mail. I think I'm probably turning off key items being in mail next time. Oh! It's economics. Ugh. No. Ah, I think you need to get 25. Yeah. Oh. Oh, last second. Ah, there we go. Ah.
I really admire you, man. Just once, I'd love to see the legendary 25 letters sword. Do your best, dude.
$29. I cannot remember if they made it so because you don't get the letter, you still get to send the letter. I think you can still get the return letter. As long as that's been triggered. No, because I never got Mo's letter in the mail. So I did not think that through very well. That said, we should be getting a letter from Grandma at some point. So I guess we can go back to Windfall for now, make sure I didn't miss anything. And if that letter comes and we don't have a... something, then I don't know. Oh, I'm a dummy. The easiest way to, forward mail is just... skip a day. Yep. Yes! Oh my gosh! Ah! Grandma saves the day. She be sending us explosives. Goodness gracious. Why was this so hard? Oh. Oh my goodness. Explore every avenue, folks. Gift for a 10-year-old? Explosive. Man, I would have loved explosives as a 10-year-old. I hope you're ready, Great Fairy, because I am forcibly entering. Oh. One of you has a grappling hook for me, and I want it now. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna get the other Great Fairy while we're here. We have access to 2 of them, and I want the other one. No reason to not get it just right now. We're also going to go to Outset and blow open that wall. I'm gonna grab everything these bombs just gave us. See, True Blue, run ain't dead. You just gotta know where to look. Adapt, improvise, overcome, and all those other memes. Ooh, we have more mail. My mailbox savior. Tell me your secrets. Okay. Picto box is neat, but ain't what we wanted. Ichibobi smiles on you once again. He smiles at us with the smile of his high school photo. Ooh, ooh. Still ain't no command melody, but we'll need it later, so... Don't forget the yearbook quote. Oh no. What is Ichi Bobi's yearbook quote? I'm terrified. I have a strange mix of intrigue and mortal terror. I was gonna say, what you doing that bump bump for? We're way too far out here, game. I really should sail all the way around first and then go into this stinking thing. Whew, what do we got? Not what I wanted. Still no bow, so we can't go smack Cyclonus. I think that's everything bombs opens to us, so back to Dragon Roost. We also have, we can also access the rest of the Forest Haven, because we have Boomerang, Deku Leaf, and Grappling Hook. The run is alive and well. It only took 2 computer crashes to get here. Which is mildly concerning, but temperature does seem to be stable at 32. Has this moved at all? I still... Whoop. I still... Who... What a name. I don't think I've... I think I've seen them comment once, but... Huh. Okay. Where does this get us? what I intended, but we'll take it. Oh, I didn't get the other ones. Of course not. Long way it is. You missed. Do I get away with it? Oh, baby. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, we did make it to the top, I remember. Right? Or was that last run? Ah, that was last run. But we have Boomerang. Yeah, we have Deku Leaf. And Grappling Hook. So, we can get into a room we're not supposed to yet. Which way is wind blowing? Opposite of what I want. You would think they'd, like, considering other popular mods like the Majora's Mask fix for 3DS's, the 3DS, put the transformation masks on the C-stick. You would, not the C-stick, the D-pad. You would think they'd do the same for the one unused D-pad direction for just to have the Wind Waker always on a shortcut. I also don't know why, in hindsight, Nintendo doesn't just do stuff like that. Like, hey, here's 3 free buttons in this item you use all the fucking time. Let's put it on a shortcut. Oh, I'm about to get roasted alive. Meow. Oh, my butt cheeks. Ooh. Ka-chunk. Oh. Weep. Yeah, I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be a key item, but I actually was hoping for rupees that time. It's like, come on, give me another 300, 200, silver. Silver is 200. Give me another 200. Okay. This is going to be a small key, because it is the only treasure chest we have access to. So it's gotta be a small key. Yeah. Ah! Oh, just right into the lava. Bump. Behind you. And back up we go. Whew. This was definitely more obnoxious than the Ichibobi run. Put your head between your legs and kiss your butt goodbye. Pre-ordered 2 games from Limited Run months ago. Still no release notification. Which games? Because if it's Blaster Master 03, that one's still gonna be a while. Or any of the last couple Shantae collections. Ruby and the Doom collection. I mean, it's limited run. You know they take 6 years. Has the Doom stuff started shipping? Like, are you seeing stuff on Twitter or what? I mean, keep in mind, we pre-ordered, like, the 7 Sirens collection last year in, like, May, and we didn't get it till, I think, this year. That was a lot of work for one door. Oh my gosh. That was so much work for one door. So much work for one door. Back in April. I mean, you could always shoot them, like, their customer service a message and see what's up, but again, you know as well as I do, it takes them forever. Especially when it's, by order. Because when Limited Run already has the stock, it goes out very quickly. But when it's like the Shantae stuff they did, where it's, they fill all the orders they get within a 4-week period, then wish shots fired. I mean, they're not, if you're going for, like, figurines and stuff, Wish is actually pretty okay. Do not buy electronics off of them. Their clothes are mediocre. Turkey leg? Turkey leg. You know, I've gotten an absurd amount of, like, Figmas and stuff off of Wish, so, like, at least for that sort of thing, I can say they're fine, but it's an odd place for that to be. Not unusual, just odd. Ugh. Oh, the amount of time it took us to get to this room. That is not what I wanted to do. Safety pad. They're my bombs, and I can use them how I want. I tried. Rad. Heyo. Okay. Nuts. Oh, okay, I know which chest this is. This shouldn't take too long to get. Which way is the wind blowing? Fine, I'll use the grappling hook. Because it'll take me just about as long to change the wind direction. Did I not? I didn't. There's 2 chests. Go back. Right, because we couldn't get past that door on this run. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, I was up there. I call Boosh. Ow. He's got those big moblin nips. Let's just make him scream like a dying war vet when he... It's like, can I break that with that? I've never tried. Oh, so much faster. Just gonna say, why did that not break? Okay. Okay, with that, that's just the boss key, the boss item. Let's finally put Dragon Roost away after 3+ hours. Goodness gracious. That took so freaking long. Why? Why did it take so long? Because we had to go on a freaking... Ugh. An entirely separate game's worth of an adventure just for the grappling hook. You know, I did quite literally say at the start today that I was like, man, I kind of hope we get another one of those crazy ones where I gotta do everything just to get one item, and that's exactly what it gave me. Also, for the first time in forever, we actually get to fight Goma with no sword upgrade again. Neat. It'll die at the intended rate. Ah. One day I'll learn not to try and roll upstairs, but that day is not today. Or tomorrow. Or the day after. Or probably ever. Oh, it was definitely a monkey's paw. Make it, make it. Yes! Haha! This just got way easier. I still think out of all the 3D Zeldas, Wind Waker's definitely got one of the most intense first bosses. Like, you could argue Twilight Princess, but like, by the time you actually get to that first dungeon in Twilight Princess, you've been playing the game for quite a while. And had more than enough time to familiarize yourself with the mechanics, but Wind Waker you get here relatively fast. Oh no! Oh no! I'm clipping that. Oh my gosh. Did you freaking see that? Put me back over here. Ooh, Skullhammer, more great fairy fountains. Also, we can, apparently, we should be able to kill Phantom Ganon now. Oh, somebody clip that whole thing. Just the complete bounce over the lava. Was fantastic. This guy still has way more going for him than a damn monkey. You do know what a monkey's paw is, right, True Blue? Like what that term is? That is Eastern Fairy Island, correct? Yes. We want Thorned Fairy Island. No, I'm comparing him to the monkey in Twilight Princess. Oh! I mean, the monkey isn't even the first boss. What I was saying is just like... I don't know, I feel like if Wind Waker was your very first 3D Zelda, let alone you're a small kid playing a game like this for the first time in like 2003, that grappling hook to grab that on the tail is more complicated than you might think. In fact, I remember specifically telling my older brother when we used to rent this game from Hollywood Video that he had to use the grappling hook on the tail. And he told me, no, that won't work. And we never beat that dungeon before we had to return the game. And then when I got the game for Christmas that year, it was literally like, I told you! Yeah. Should we go to the Forsaken Fortress next? I kind of want to meme on Phantom Ganon with a bottle. Neat. We now have access, as soon as we go back and get that hook shot, which we have the rupees for, we also have access to the Wind Temple. We're missing the command melody. That's what's stopping us from completing those. They won't be in rooms past where we need it. We don't have the bow, but we have bombs, so we can also... So, assuming we can almost complete Tower of the Gods, we can complete Forest Haven. So within one of these earlier dungeons is going to be the command melody. It's either going to be in Forest Haven or the earlier parts of the, no. It wouldn't even, it's gotta be in the Tower of the Gods or the Forest Haven, because you would need it in both of the front rooms for each of those, the Wind and Earth Temple. Alright, we're gonna go meme on Phantom Ganon, and then I think we'll end stream for today. So if I recall correctly, he should be killable with, he should be killable with Bottle to reflect the beam and then Hammer to hurt him, because you may not have the sword at all in a run. Hate to waste good soup, but... I want to hold the bottle in the cutscene just for kicks and giggles. Ooh, he's a funky green. Oh, and the sword's got this rad red coming off of it. Lel. Oh, I missed. Lel. Lol. Jeez. What? What? He's supposed to be damageable. He's supposed to be damageable. Randomizer, you've lied to me. No? Okay. Huh. Fat oof. We cannot beat Phantom Ganon. I thought they changed it in the randomizer so you could hurt him with hammer, but maybe that's only in a swordless mode. It's kind of a bummer. Well, yeah, as I was just saying, I guess it's only in swordless mode. Because we're on a regular randomized run where I will at some point have access to the Master Sword. I guess it's not implemented. Or I just don't know what I'm talking about. One of the two. Because I swear that I read you could hurt him with the hammer on the randomizer. Do I want to finish Forest Haven tonight? I kind of do. Ow. Why did I just run into him? I have Boomerang for this. What? No! I was totally in the... Okay. Back up we go. See, that one is on me. Fine, I'll do it the way it's intended. No, I won't. I got magic. You can't tell me what to do. There we go. That's better. This is still such a fun gimmick. This game came out in 2003, and this is still goofy to me. Do I make it? I don't think I do. I do not. Okay, here we go. Skadoosh. Alright, do we just want to do the full dungeon? That is the question. I don't know if I want to do the full dungeon right now. We got the chest down below. So there's only one chest left in this room. Up above. Acceptable. This room is also clear. Ow. I ran right into that. This has been an eye-opening experience. Oh gosh, some of these turds survive this. Well. Oh, neato. Ah! Okay, you weird spiked monstrosity. I suppose you're coming along. Or not. Ooh, goody. More reckless abandon for my explosives. Okay. Imagine having the dexterity to be flipping that many times and recognize I should do a tumble roll right now. I was gonna laugh when that went on its own. Class up from bombardier to demolitionist. Eh. Kaboom! Yeah, quite literally. I have made mistakes. Ah, every time. Tingle chest. The fun part is knowing I can ignore half this annoying room. Heyo. What? Magic suckers. I'm not supposed to be in this room yet. Ah, Saria's house. How to horrify a Zelda fan. I missed one. Whoops. Dropped the controller. Also, level 2 Master Sword in one dungeon. Rad. Comes the true Master Sword once again. Guys, you really don't want to come in here. I just got kitted out. Ah! Ooh, double kill. Boop. Okay, I have been going through this dungeon very awkwardly. That was one way to do that. I guess that's all right. I thought I heard magic drop. Redeemed hydrate. Thank you. Okay, I don't need to be here yet. Right, the door with the key. I don't even remember where I got the key. You find the right people and you pay a lot of money. In this case, it was @InTheBeef on Twitter. If this was the Ocarina of Time boomerang, that would have hit. That weird tossing angle. All right, this room. My least favorite room in the entire dungeon. You have it, just replace Link's models with new textures, right? It's a little more complicated than that. If my understanding is correct, this model actually has a little bit of complete re-rigging, not re-rigging, but it's got some specialties to it. Like the, obviously the thing around his waist, Link would not normally have, and you can tell it's a separate piece of geometry. It's not part of the model, the same model. So there are, you definitely had to make some new polygons and do some other things and reshape some stuff, change the head size. Ah, I'm just gonna wait till you try to slam me every time. Oh, oh, oh. Gotta squash them bugs the right way. With a big ol' hammer. Be the compass so I know how much more junk I have in here. Thank you. Things you only say in a randomizer. Just the chests in the other room. Did you really just... Okay. Well, normally what you'd have to do is, because you wouldn't have the boomerang, you normally get the boomerang in this room. You'd have to dodge around it and counter when it rushes you. And with each hit, it loses a wing. And it starts with 4 wings. So, and then it's like 1 big hit once it doesn't have any wings. So it's actually a 5 hit. But I just did the funny KO with the big ol' hammer. I'm sure it's become very apparent to you, True Blue, over the last few weeks of watching these that I know a little too much about Wind Waker. Not speedrunner knowledge, but a decent chunk of weird nonsense that nobody really cares about. Come on, come on. Oh, I have to be on the other side. Boop, there we go. These things, they weird me out to this day. I still hear development stories about this game. Yeah. It do be Wind Waker. Let's put this back on before I take unnecessary damage. Okay, last chest. Yeah, and Wind Waker's got a good chunk on the cutting room floor as well. There was a shockingly large amount of hearts in this, Does this reconnect to that main room? I think it does. Yeah. Because normally this is where you would come to cut that thing down. And I guess you could go to the other side, but naturally you'd come out of this side. Oh, yeah. Oh, I absolutely love how the new WarioWare, of all things, the new WarioWare, reused old Luigi's Mansion textures from the beta trailers. And it's like, what? Why? And it, like, they didn't pull them back out from, like, the beta. They had to recreate them. They were too high res. So it's like, what? Why did you go out of your way to remake this? Like, it's that kookiness that makes people love Nintendo. And it's like, of all the things, why? Why the beta? Why the beta chairs from the one room in Luigi's Mansion? That's what I wanted. I wanted magic. Okay, time to one round this turd. Hey, puppy. You don't even get to do the violent attack. You're just about to die, pal. The beta stuff still creeps me out, too. The game was supposed to be much darker, both tone and story. A little bit. There's some stuff that is still rumors, like the 3-day thing. Or the 3-hour thing. I'm pretty sure that was just for playtesting at E3, but... Alright, we got the bow, which means Tower of the Gods is now completable, as well as Cyclonus. That said, I do think this is where we're going to stop stream today. We had a fantastic run. And I think that's a fine enough stopping point. So until next time, chat, have a good one.